I am super excited to come your way. My name is Pastor Echo Eshen. Tonight is going to be a wonderful night. Why you can't be rich depending on your salary. You can never be rich depending on your salary. If you want to be successful, if you want to be rich on this earth, if you are believing God that you want to be a millionaire, you want to be a billionaire, multi-billionaire, then you cannot depend on salary and expect to be a billionaire or expect to be a millionaire in Africa, especially in Africa. You can never be a billionaire or a multi-millionaire depending on what? On salary. It is so sad the way we have been conditioned and we have been programmed to only think about salary. We always believe that it is only salary that can liberate us from poverty. We always believe that if we can go for a job, then we are going to be okay. So sometimes you talk to a graduate, and you ask him why is he not working, and he will tell you that, oh, I believe that as soon as I get a job, I'm going to be okay. As soon as I get a job, things is going to be okay. Please share the video. Let me know where you are watching us from. Let me know where you are watching us from tonight, and please share the video. You can never ever depend on your salary and expect to be rich. Let's say you are a teacher and your salary is what? 1,500, 1,800 cedis, and you live in Accra. You live in Accra, and at the end of the day, you have to pay rent. 1,800 cedis in Accra, you have to pay rent. You live in Accra, you have to buy water, you buy electricity, you have to buy food. So if you live in Accra and you are a nurse, you are a teacher, and your salary is above 1,000. Now, you can never depend on this salary and expect to be successful. But you see, my worry is that why do we continue to encourage people to go to school? I am not against school. We should go to school. But why do we continue to encourage them to go to school, and after school, they should go and look for a job? Whilst the government is not creating any job. The government is not employing people. There are no jobs. So if there are no jobs, why do we educate our children? Why do we educate so many people? They should go to school and they should come and look for a job. Why don't we change the system? Why don't we change our curriculum that we are educating you, or we are training you to come to school, and after school you go and set up your own business? So I'm going to talk about 7 reasons why you cannot be rich depending on your salary. So number 1 is that salary is fixed. Your salary is always fixed. It is fixed. And this salary that is fixed, it will never ever increase. The salary, or your salary, can only, let's say you are in the government sector, let's say you are a nurse or you are a teacher, okay? I think every year the government increase the salary of what? Of the workers. So if you are a salary worker and you believe that you are going to be successful based on that salary, then you are joking. You are joking, because that salary is fixed. If it is 1,500, it is 1,500 that you are going to receive every month. So why do you depend your life on something that appears only once a month? You depend your whole life on something that appears only once a month. And there are some people, before they will even receive the salary, they have even borrowed money from so many places. They've borrowed provisions, food, and other things. So as soon as they receive their salary, they just have to go and pay the people that they owe. So that salary that is fixed, You cannot depend your whole life on that fixed salary. And number two, your salary is determined by someone else other than you. So someone will always determine your salary. If you are a government worker, it is the government that will determine how much you are worth, how much you are supposed to be paid. And you cannot live your life. You cannot live your life like this way, that somebody will determine how much you are supposed to be paid. How much you are supposed to be paid at the end of every month. You can't. That is why in Africa, we have a lot of broke people. Even when you travel to Europe, America, even the best economy in the world, even America, people, about 80% of the people depend on government. They depend on government support. And if you have a cousin, or if you have a brother or a sister in America and in Europe, sometimes you ask money from the person that they don't have. They don't have, because when that person who is in Europe or in America receive his salary, he or she is supposed to pay, let's say, £1,000 or $1,000 or $800 for rent. And if you are receiving $1,500 or $1,500 as what? As your salary, and you are paying rent of, let's say, $800, how much do you have? How much it is left? It is left with what? 700. And the 700 that it is left, you are supposed to buy foodstuffs, you are supposed to pay for electricity, you are supposed to pay for your telephone bill. So even those outside the country, those in Europe, in America, their condition sometimes is even worse than those of us here in Ghana. But they don't tell you the truth. They don't tell you the truth. So you don't depend your whole life on salary and expect to be successful. I want to change the way you think. I want to change something in your mind. You don't depend on somebody determining your salary. Somebody determine. You see, you always receive something that disappears every month. And number three, salary does not increase except someone else decides. Your salary will never increase unless your employer or the government decide that this year, let us add 5%, let us add 2%, let us add 3% to the worker's salary. Let us add this percentage to worker's salary. But this is what we see in our country. This is what we see all over the world, because that is what we have been programmed to believe. We have been programmed to believe this. And if you are watching this video, I want to liberate your mind. If you are watching this video, I want you to understand that if you really want to be successful, if you really want to be great, if you really want to make impact on this earth, then don't think about your salary. Don't depend so much on salary. And number four, salary, it's only when you labor for it. No work, no pay. So it's like if you are not working, it is only in Ghana that when you are not working, you'll be paid. You are in Ghana, when you are not working, you'll be paid. So when you are not working, you are not supposed to be paid. And number five is what? It is never a true reflection of your worth. Your salary is not a true reflection of your worth. How much you receive every month is not a true reflection of your worth. You are worth more than 1,500 Ghana cedis. You are worth more than 4,000 Ghana cedis. You are worth more than 2,000 Ghana cedis. You are worth more than 300 cedis. Some people in Ghana receive 300 cedis every month as their salary. But I've said that on this earth, or in this earth, if you are going to be successful, you have to go the opposite. You don't follow the multitude. You don't follow the crowd. You don't follow the crowd. If you are going to follow the multitude, if you are going to follow the crowd, if you are going to follow what everybody else is doing, you cannot be successful. You have to break the rules. Break the rules to be successful. And number 6 is what? It stops when you stop working. So your salary will stop when you stop working. When you are not working, your salary will stop. If you go on retirement, they only pay you your retirement benefit, and at the end of the month, you will receive certain amount of money from the government. So your salary stops when you are not working. And number 7 is what? It can be delayed, withheld, deducted, or even stopped by someone else. So your salary can be delayed. In Ghana, workers, sometimes they complain. In Ghana, sometimes salaries can delay. You see, I think somewhere in Mahama's administration, you will hear teachers that they've worked for 3 years, nurses for 3 years, nurses for 4 years that they've worked, and they were not paid. The government didn't pay them, and the salary will even come and they will even give you like 3 months or 4 months salary. So what I want to tell everybody watching this video, what I want to tell you, what I want you to understand tonight is that you can never be a millionaire or a billionaire depending on what? On salary. And if I am supposed to give you advice, if you are a young man and you are watching me, if you are 20 years, 25 years and you are watching me, if you are 30 years, if you are 40 years and you are watching me, if you are 50 years and you are watching me, nothing is late. It is not late. This is the time that you have to start creating multiple streams of income. This is the time that you need to establish a business. You need to establish a business for yourself. Don't think about retiring. Don't be in that public sector for the rest of your life. Don't think about going on retirement, working and going on retirement. I'm telling you, there are a lot of opportunities here in Ghana. There are so many things that you can do with your life. And I'm not saying quit your job, but you need to have another source of what? Income. You need to have another source of income. I know teachers, I know government workers that they've used their pay slip and they've borrowed money from commercial bank, teachers credit union, and at the end of the month, if they are supposed to receive 1,500 Ghana cedis, they are only receiving 500 cedis every month. You've borrowed money from so many places and you owe because your salary is not enough. Your salary is not enough, and you are not thinking about how you are going to create another source of income. You're not thinking about that. You're not thinking about how you are going to generate another income, but you are only depending on this salary that every month somebody will give it to you. And it's wrong. It is wrong. And I know some of you don't agree with me, but that is your life. I am saying that if you want to be successful on this earth, if you want to make money on this earth, and it is good for you to make money on this earth, if you want to be successful, think about establishing another business. You talk to people, those who are in America, those who are in Europe, outside the country, and they will tell you, or in Ghana, you don't have faithful people to take care of your business. You can create the business. You can start the business where you are. Don't we have Ghanaians who are in abroad that they own businesses? We have Ghanaian businesses in America. We have Ghanaian businesses in Europe. We have Ghanaian businesses in Canada, in Asia. Everywhere. So everywhere that you are, you can establish another business for yourself. But the thing is how. How do you establish a business? How do you establish a business? If you don't have the necessary information, if you don't have the adequate information, you can never establish a business. People think that the fact that I am a teacher, the fact that I'm a police officer, I can establish a business. It is not true. If you don't have the right ideas, if you don't have the information, you will start the business and the business will collapse because you don't have the right mindset. You don't have the adequate tools, the information to establish that business. So the business, it will collapse. I want everybody who is watching this video, whether you are 50, 60, whether you are 19 years, whether you are 20 years, think about how you can establish a business. And you can contact me. If you don't know how to establish a business, you can contact me. You can contact and I will show you how. I will show you the way. I will show you the way. You will thank me later that you listened to me and you have been able to establish a business. You need a business to survive. Never depend only on your salary. Never depend only on that stream of income. That stream of income. If you depend on that stream of income, think about generating ideas. Think about how you can generate ideas. Think about how you can establish businesses, not businesses. I know some of you, somebody will say that it is not everybody that has the business skill. It is not true. You can learn to be anybody. You can become anything on this earth. In any case, your true potential in you, the potential that God has given you, it is in you. But because you have not been able to explore the potential is in you because you have limited yourself, because you have limited your thinking. You believe that you are incapable. You don't believe that you can do something. You see, you have the ability in you. The ability in you to become anything. It is in you. But fear and living that comfort zone. Living in that comfort zone to try something new is something that you are afraid of. You don't want to try new things. You are afraid of risk. Life is all about risk. Consciously, unconsciously, you always take risk every day. Even that car that you have been driving to town, you are taking risk because who knows that going to town and driving, who knows that you will even come back or you will even die on the road. But you have been taking that risk and you go to town. So stop believing that I am not good in this, I am not good in that. Stop that thinking that I am not good. You have to try. And perfect practice makes a man perfect. You always try. You try and you always try and do it better. The moment you do it, then you become better. I want my followers. I want everybody watching me. Please, I beg you in the name of God, think about how you can establish a business. I'm telling you, I didn't know this when I was growing up. It is not about big English. It is not about grammar. It is not about what somebody will say. It is not. It's about making it in life. It's about making it in life. When you read Forbes magazine, 80% of billionaires in America and multi-millionaires in America, they don't have university degree. 80% of billionaires and multi-billionaires in America, they don't have university degree in America. They don't have it. Why do you waste your time? If you have the ideas to establish a business. 7 reasons why you can't be rich depending on your salary. The salary appears once every month. Look at our society in Ghana. If you are Ghanaian and you are watching me, look at our society. You talk about Despite, Canada, Japan. You talk about Zoom Lion, Joseph Sia, Japan. You talk about all these big names, Quasinio, Pagosinio, all these big names. They've been able to help their family, and they've been able to help friends. They've been able to help the society because they are not salary workers, because they have multiple streams of what? Of income. They have so many businesses. So many businesses. Why do you depend your life on one thing? One thing only for the rest of your life. One thing. One business for the rest of your life. Whilst you can make millions, whilst you can make millions of cedis, you can make millions of dollars. If only you would try. If only you would explore. If only you will explore. Please share the video for me. Share the video for me. Why don't you explore different things? You see, you have to learn how to do certain things. Learn how to do certain things. And I'm saying that if you need business ideas, if you want to create multiple streams of income, you just contact me. You just leave a message and I'll get back to you. It is sad. It is sad. It is sad to see a teacher, somebody who has been in the classroom for 30 years, and after 30 years of hard work, does not even have a place to sleep because he or she sacrificed all her life in the classroom. It is sad to see a nurse who has saved so many lives after 30 years of service cannot boast of what? A single or a chamber in hall. Please, if you are watching me, think about how you are going to establish a business. Think about how you are going to create multiple streams of income. You can only create multiple streams of income